Sometime in the early 2nd millennia BC, an ancient Indo-European people appeared in Anatolia in present-day Turkey. These people were called the Hittites and created a dynamic and powerful empire, ruling from their capital at Hattusa in central Anatolia. Eventually, the Hittites would rule an empire that stretched from western Anatolia to the Levant, into parts of northern, modern-day Iraq. The Indo-European Hittites were not native to Anatolia, but migrated there prior to 2000 BC. It is assumed the Hittites came from the Indo-European homeland near the Sea of Azov in present-day Ukraine. Once the Hittites settled in Anatolia, they assimilated many characteristics of other prominent cultures in the region, including cuneiform writing, which the Hittites adopted from the Assyrian Empire. The history of the Hittite Empire begins with King Hattusilus I, who ruled from around 1650 to 1620 BC, during the Hittite Old Kingdom. Hattusilus was able to consolidate and expand the Hittite Empire over Anatolia in northern Syria, and under Hattusilus's grandson Marcellus I, the Hittites invaded Babylon, destroying the Babylonian Amorite dynasty. In the era after Marcellus's death, there was a power vacuum in the Hittite Empire, until Tlepolemus was able to make himself king. After the rule of Tlepolemus, the Hittite Empire went into major decline, until the rise of the Hittite New Kingdom, which was characterized by one of the Hittites' greatest kings, Suppilulimas I, who ruled from 1380 to 1346 BC. Under Suppilulimas, the Hittite Empire reversed its fortunes and reached its greatest height, with the Hittites engaging in military campaigns against the Mitanni Kingdom, which was a powerful kingdom in northern modern-day Iraq. During these military campaigns, Suppilulimas destroyed the Mitanni Kingdom and sequestered their territory along with a portion of Syria into the Hittite Empire. After Suppilulimas, both the Hittites and the Egyptian empires had interests in Syria and the Levant, inexorably leading to conflict. During the reign of Muwatallis, who ruled from 1320 to 1294 BC, the Hittites and the Egyptian Empire under Ramses II engaged in a dramatic conflict over territories in Syria, which came to a head at the Battle of Kadesh, which was one of the greatest and most violent battles of the ancient world. One source of the Hittites' power was their ability to produce and manufacture iron. The Hittites were the first people to discover the secrets of iron production. This gave them an incredible military edge over the other cultures in the region. Iron weapons were a major improvement from bronze weapons, as they were cheaper to manufacture and could make sharper and more durable blades. Another major advantage that the Hittites possessed was their chariots. While chariots had been around for decades, the Hittites perfected the design, making it possible for 3 charioteers to ride in a single chariot. Additionally, the Hittites were able to build incredible fortifications. Examples of these include the double-walled fortifications around the city of Carchemish and around the Hittite capital of Hattusa. The Hittites were not only warriors, they also fostered a complex social system and religion. From the analysis of tablets from Hattusa, it has been revealed that the Hittites worshipped certain natural occurrences, like the weather, the sun, mountains, and water, which were all portrayed in human form. The Hittite religion was also very flexible and absorbed deities from surrounding regions into their pantheon. This pantheon was vast, and the Hittites spoke of around 1,000 gods. This religion also had a central part for the Hittite king, who often participated in religious rituals, such as the bathing of the king for the forgiveness of collective sin. Additionally, the Hittite king was also thought to become a god after death. The Hittite Empire was mostly agrarian, and most of the common people belonged in 3 different classes: freemen, artisans, and slaves. The Hittites mostly grew emmer wheat and barley, and supplemented these with domesticated cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs. The Hittites were also very historically minded, and believed that the present is strongly connected to the past, leading the Hittites to keep vast archives composed of thousands of cuneiform tablets on past events, so that they would be able to use the information of the past to help them make decisions in the present. This made scribes very important in the Hittite society, and these scribes included some of the Hittite king's most important advisors. By the 1100s BC, the Hittite Empire had been severely weakened by civil war and attacks by the Sea People, were a group of seafaring peoples that attacked the Hittite Empire, Syria, Palestine, Cyprus, Mycenaean Greece, and Egypt. Around 1160 BC, the Hittite Empire collapsed under these incursions, bringing to an end this vast and mighty Anatolian civilization.